Peace and peacemaking is a part of our history, and certainly a part of our future. We certainly hope it is. But who's writing the stories? Well, our author today takes a new look at the historical underpinnings of peace and its diversity. The book is called Peace, a World History. Antony Adolf. Nice to have you in today.
Nice to be here, thank you.
You know, this is hardly the kind of book that should be discussed in the context of a 3-minute television interview, but we're going to certainly try to take a crack at it. Why is it so important that we have a history of the understand the history of peace?
Sure. The main reason is that because we tend to think of peace as something happening in a vacuum. There's a war and suddenly there's peace.
Right.
Actually, there's long-standing peace traditions in history, religious, legal, economic, that can all improve current and future peace prospects.
And your book sort of challenges the notion that peace is the absence of war.
Yes, that's
more than that.
Yes, absolutely. The way I try to show and the way I understand peace is along 3 levels. One is individual, how we experience peace, inner peace, spiritually, philosophically, in other ways. Socially, how we experience peace within a group, and collectively, how 2 or more groups make and maintain peace within.
So this is more than just peace among nations and among groups.
Absolutely.
This is peace within yourself.
Yes. How do Christians say? How do they configure spiritual peace in prayer? How do Muslims? How do Buddhists do the same thing?
Right.
That's an important strand of the history of peace.
Does peace, by definition, have to be a temporary state?
Well, it depends how you define it, of course. If you view peace as the absence of war, then it's easy to focus on war as the main theme of history. If you focus on the fact that if it wasn't for people living peacefully most of the time, we wouldn't be here, then it becomes the mainstay of history. So it really depends on how you look at it.
If you could get this book to President Obama, Secretary of State Clinton, Defense Secretary Robert Gates, what would you hope that they would take away from this?
The one thing would be that the idea of one world, one peace, that there's only one definition of peace that needs to be imposed on the whole world, will never get us there.
No?
There's several competing definitions and ideas about peace that need to be implemented and coordinated together in order for peace to be realized.
Anthony, do we find reasons to be optimistic about future prospects for peace in this world?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of talk in Chicago about the Olympics, and it's really important to remember that the Olympics started as a way for Greek people to have a period of peace in the midst of their wars.
Certainly. Not a lengthy book. This is less than 250 pages.
Yeah.
Should we be disappointed that a book on the history of world peace is not longer than this?
Quality over quantity. How about
yeah,
that? Yeah,
right.
right. So the aim is to not only recount the stories of individual peacemakers like Jane Addams, Martin Luther King, Gandhi, all these important figures, but also to show how their teachings can be applied in our everyday lives and our politics, international, domestic, local.
Antony Adolf, peace be with you and with all of us. Thanks for being with us on the Midday News. We will be right back.